want you to just put your mind to it, and think as to how we humans can learn a lot from a tiny insect like a butterfly. Have you seen a butterfly? It's a light and flexible body, colorful existence, yeah, and just fluttering around with gay abandon. And in the process, what happens is the cross-pollination takes place, And the best part about it is it happens so unknowingly. And a lot of gardens blossom because of that. So I think, it's a life well led. I'm sure you'll agree. So one such butterfly entered my life and sat on my shoulder in the form of my very dear friend Eva Fernandez. She brought so much of positivity in my life that the garden of my life just bloomed. She was my ex-colleague. She was many years my senior. She had already put in about 20 years of service when I, as a newly married 24-year-old, joined the organization. Both of us, we were Bandra girls, and we started commuting together. And that is when we really bonded, together. And that age difference kind of just melted away. Eva was caring. Eva was loving. And her warm arms, when they engulfed me, I think, my worries just melted away. Whether they were trivial and, in retrospect, really silly, those saas bahu nok joke, we all are aware of those, or dealing with my yearly miscarriages, I think Eva knew just the right things to say at the right time. I remember very clearly one such time when I was really down and out emotionally. She told me this beautiful story. She told me a story about this person who was in a similar state of mind as I was at that point in time. And this person questioned Lord Jesus Christ. And he said, look, when everything is fine and, I'm having a role, I'm on a roll and I'm having fun in life, I see a pair of footsteps, your footsteps, he told Lord Jesus, beside me. But when the going gets tough and when there's struggles and when there's trouble, those footprints just vanish. And I think I'm fighting a lone battle. So Jesus Christ smiled at him and he said, son, at such times, the footprints that you see are not yours. They're mine. You can't see your footprints only because I'm carrying you in my arms. And I'm taking you forward through that rough patch. This was Eva's way of reassuring me that I'm not alone. So clearly, Eva was my stress buster. She was my entertainer. Her liveliness and her humor was unparalleled. Eva had this habit. She had made it a habit to come across to my workstation and she would tap on my table 5 minutes before close of working hours every day. And this cheerful voice would say, oh, by MGSG. Now that was her abbreviation for on your marks, get set, go. Are we ready to go home? All working ladies are just dying to go home. There's a whole pile of work waiting for us, So that was Eva. And I think Eva was, I can just go on talking about Eva. Eva was the bravest person I knew and I have come across till date. But the best lessons of life are the ones she taught me by the way she bravely fought with cancer. I will never say that she lost her life to cancer. She may have left for her heavenly abode, but even in death, she was a winner. She taught all of us that every beginning has an end. Every day is followed by night. Every birth ends in a death. And every start line has a finish line. So simple, isn't it? Yeah, so Eva, I think I can go on and on talking about Eva. And what I think she just continues to live in my heart. I feel her presence in spirit. And even today, her O by MGSG reverberates in my ear every time I stand at the start line of a race. Every time a race gets challenging, I remember this story of a supreme power lifting me in his arms and carrying me forward, and I glide through the finish line. every time my mind's eye sees her somewhere in the corner of the route on the race, and somewhere she's cheering me on. She's going on telling me, come on girl, go girl. It's the tough people, tough times don't last, the tough people do. Come on girl, there's light at the end of every tunnel. So I dedicate each of my run to this beautiful friend whom I had, Eva Fernandez. And her life mantra, a simple life mantra that she had, becomes my race mantra. She strongly believed that if you are positive, sound becomes music. The sound of my footsteps and my breath is the music. She strongly believed that smile becomes laughter. I never run a race, for those who have seen me will say this, I never run a race without a smile. She strongly believed that if you're positive, movement becomes poetry in motion. My running gait is that poetry. She strongly believed that mind becomes meditative when you're positive. And for me, running has been and shall continue to be meditation in motion. It is open eye meditation for me. And lastly, she believed that if you're positive, life becomes a celebration. And every finish line sees me break into a dance and celebrate. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.